Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. This is Ashley in AJM Beauty and this is a tutorial on fall vampy looks. This is also going to have my favorite products and holy grails that I use every day in my makeup. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Please leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Please watch to learn how I got this look. Thank you guys. Welcome back to our channel, and I am going to be using the Morphe 35P. So I like to have just an empty canvas to where both eyes are equal when I'm starting to build up my eyeshadow. So let me go ahead and get these primed. I want to thank you to our subscribers and everybody who is supporting us on this journey. So this is down. I also go in with Milani Prep Set Go translucent powder. I like to not have a cakey application whenever I'm putting on my eyeshadow unless I'm doing a cut crease, and then I want to have that. I did a look similar with this palette in my makeup group. It was for a Johnny Depp inspired look. I did Barnabas Collins, and that's where I got the inspiration of the color scheme that I'm going to be using today, and I absolutely love it. All right. I also like to go back in with a little baby beauty blender, and I just kind of just tab it around, make sure that everything is equally blended in, and then we'll get to the eyes. So now I'm going to take the M441 and I am gonna dip into the second shade on the top. I do not know the colors because they don't say them, but I'm just gonna put this color directly into my crease and I'm gonna blend it up. This is gonna be my transition shade. This is also gonna be the shade that I'm building up the look from. I got an eye booger. Okay. And we're just putting this into the crease. This brush is amazing for creases. Absolutely love it. Really am digging this shade. And I always start on the outer corner and then drag it into the crease. Just so that I know where I'm putting my color. And I'm just using windshield motion to bring, and then I also like to do like this little swirl technique that I use. I don't know, it's just something that I do. And it helps get me the color that I needed. Those are looking pretty even. So now we're gonna go in with a shade slightly darker, which I'll show you the shades that I do. So I used this shade first. This is my transition shade. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And we're gonna add that to the crease. Because like I said, we're gonna build this up. Kind of went a little overboard over here, but it's okay. And then I'll take a fluffy brush to blend this out to where there's no harsh lines. Just blending. One thing you have to be patient with when it does come to makeup application is blending. You have to have patience. Otherwise your look is not going to look like you want it to. So same directions over here. Gonna add that to the crease. I'm gonna go in with just a little more on this side. I feel like the other side got a little bit darker than what I was going for. But it's okay because that's the beauty about eyeshadow. You can just build it up or tone it down. So now I'm going to go in with a Morphe N573 with the transition shade that I went in just a moment ago. And I'm going to just take this brush just to even out all the harsh lines make sure that everything is blended to where it should be. So same thing on this side. We're just adding a little bit of the transition shade just to help smooth everything out. We want to make sure that there's no harsh lines, which is okay because we're still going to be adding more to this look color-wise. I did take some teachings from Jaclyn Hill, and that woman is the queen of adding color and color. And you know, sometimes it works for me. I will do some crazy color combinations and it turns out great. So now I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M433. And now this is where we're gonna start adding depth to the outer corner and bringing it into our crease. So now I'm gonna use a brown tone because I'm also gonna be adding browns and purples. So we're gonna be mixing the colors. So now I'm gonna go in with this grayish brown, and I'm hoping that this blue doesn't transfer, but we shall see. So I like to pat it on my outer corner first, just so that I know where I'm putting the color at. And of course I'm gonna build this up. I just like starting off with a lighter color first when it comes to building the eye look up. And like I said, I like to pat it in. Probably gonna have some fallout, but it's okay. I always do my eyes first so that if anything goes wrong with the eyes, I'm not out of anything other than just eye product. And here I am, I'm just patting it on the outer corner and into the crease a little bit. I don't want to go too heavy-handed just yet. Now I'm going to go back in with the the M573 with a little bit more of that transition shade. And now we're going to go and start blending this darker shade into our crease and outer corner. You got to have a light hand when you're blending. Sometimes I forget to hold my brush back a little farther. Same motion over here. I'm going to try to blend it out a little bit before I grab some of that transition shade, but it looks like I'm going to need it. Loving it so far. So now I'm going to take that same brush that I packed on the outer corner with for the M433, and now I'm going to add a darker grayish brown color because we're still going to kind of go with the theme like I said. So I'm going to use the shade that was right next to it, and then I'm also going to take this shade down here that's kind of like a little bit of a darker shade that I was talking about. So now same thing, we're going to pack it onto the outer corner and we're going to bring it up just a little into the crease. And I also like to kind of smudge it in there too. Same thing on this side. And I'm also packing the color right where I had the other color. I don't want to go too crazy. Now they look about even. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go in with the fluffy M573. And we're going to blend up here. We're not really going to touch the outer corner much, but we are going to be blending this all into together. And take a little bit of... Okay, and now I'm going to add that directly into the crease. And I am going to bring it down to my inner corner because I want that line when I put my crease in, my shimmer. And I'm also going to add just a little bit to the outer corner to kind of give it that pow. And this is the M441. It's a crease brush, so this will get in right where you need it to. And that is what we're trying to achieve by this point. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And now I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush. Except for this time, I'm going to take probably the shade next to the color that I was using, which is kind of more like a brown, like a grayish color, and I'm gonna use that to kind of draw it all together just while I'm mixing. So it's kind of like another transition shade. It's just, it's not as light as the first transition shade that I was using. We're going to be doing that on both sides. And then we'll go in with a shimmer. Now, I am going to take my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and I'm also going to take a detailing brush. This is an accent brush. It's Real Techniques. I'm going to use this to make a cut crease, a half cut crease at least, because I'm going to add darker color. But I do it in the middle, and then I look up. So where I know I need to cut my crease. And be patient by this point, because you're gonna need patience. I'm gonna bring my mirror in just so I can see better. And then we're gonna kind of like blend out the harsh line to where it all just kind of smooth in together. Then we'll take our finger and we'll just kind of tap to make sure that we get it all nice and smooth. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, because I also do wet my brushes. I'm a little extra when it comes to doing shimmers. I do wet my brush even with concealer. So I actually have like this reddish purple color, and then I'm probably going to mix a little bit of bright purple, maybe a darker purple on the inner corner. Maybe on the outer, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, all right, so I'm gonna take this shade first, this glitter shimmer, and I'm gonna first try to pack it on without adding shimmer. Well, I mean, without it being wet, I'm sorry. Which it's gonna need, because it's not where I want it to be. I'm gonna use some Max Plus. And I barely do that, and then I just grab it and I kind of rub it in. So now I'm going to take a little bit more of that shade, tap. I'm just going to add it to the middle section right now. All right, now I want to add just a little bit of purple. Actually, we're going to go in with this purple. And we're just going to kind of like blend the two. That color got a little bit too dark for me, but it's okay. Alright, I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just kind of pat this purple in. Got a little too much. And it's okay, because it's set up for how we want it to look on the outer. Like I said, I'm gonna go back in with this fluffy brush, and I'm just kind of gonna blend it all together. I'm gonna go in with black. It's just a matte black. I'm just gonna add that to the outer crease and kind of blend into those shades. And then I'll probably add just like a little bit more of a shimmer, just to kind of lighten it up. In with the matte black, and we're just adding, and I'm just taking my fluffy brush and just kind of blending out my edges, just so that there's really not a lot of harsh lines. Just to help my inner corner where I made my crease just a little bit too high, and so it's now giving me an optical illusion. I'm gonna go in with that shade grayish color. And I'm just gonna put it on the inner part of my eye and blend. Okay, that helped a lot. That's how you can always fix your mistakes. Just go back in with a transition shade if you made a mistake. Which, as you can tell, I'm still not the best at cut creases, but I'm getting there. So I think I'm gonna take this shade, which is just a little bit lighter, and just kind of put it right here in the middle. All right, so let's add just a little bit more purple. Just like right here. Just to kind of, like I said, lighten it up, but not too much because it's still a fall vampy look. So I'm just gonna rub this in right here in the middle. Not gonna really bring it anywhere. I just want to make sure that it lightens up the outer, like the middle part of my eye. And do my eyeliner, and then also I'm going to be prepping my face. I'm going to put my lashes on so that we can prepare the face next. Hope y'all enjoyed this. I will make sure that I link, or at least put all the stuff that I used in the description box below. And I cannot wait for our next video together. Thank you for watching.